My name's Ezekiel, but people call me Izzy, and the team I support is Liverpool. Growing up, I would say I've always loved the players that they've produced. You know, growing up, I've loved Michael Owen, reason being, me and him are like similar type of players. I've also liked Steven Gerrard, and also I used to live in Liverpool. I'll say my earliest Liverpool memory has got to be when they came back against AC Milan and won that Champions League final in Istanbul. I feel like nothing can beat that, I don't think. Again, I'll probably say that moment. The reason being, the fact that they were down by 3 goals. You know, I don't think many teams can come back, and especially at a final where many people would have given up. You know, I'll say that's definitely an iconic moment. It's a tough one because for me, I love Luis Suarez because I feel like when he came, the things that he done, the goals that he scored, I feel like that was a crazy period, and I feel like when he was there, we were closest to winning the league and we were closest to reaching heights that we haven't done in a long time. So for me, I'll probably say Luis Suarez. I would say Mo Salah, but Sadio Mane. I think Sadio Mane, reason being, yes, Mo Salah's scoring the goals, but for me, Sadio Mane, he's putting in a lot of work, and I feel like, fair enough, Mo Salah, he gets the right credit, but I feel like Sadio Mane, he's someone who probably deserves more credit than he actually gets. I don't want to play against Man City. I think, even though Liverpool, we've been doing decent, but for me, this season, Man City they're crazy. Like, every position I feel like is, it's just someone you don't want to come up against. Player-wise, I would say someone like Harry Kane, because I feel like the goals he's scoring from pretty much anywhere, I feel like Liverpool can be caught off guard, and I don't actually think we'll be able to stop someone like him from producing the magic he done in his last game. So yeah, I would say don't play against Harry Kane, but I don't play against Man City. Ooh, the reason, Jurgen Klopp, I love him, but I still feel like it's early days. For me, Rodgers, because I feel like the way he brought out Raheem Sterling, the way he trusted young players, I feel like you've got to give credit for that. And I feel like for him to bring out players like Raheem Sterling, for him to bring out players like John Flanagan, for him to give players like, even for him to bring out Suarez to the team, you know, I've got to give credit for that. So I'll say Rodgers. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. His philosophy, his style of play, you know, he wants players to work, and he brings out the best in these players. You know, the way he's utilised all these players like Shaqiri, who probably wouldn't have come to this team, but he managed to convince him that even though he may not play week in, week out, he still has a big part. And so for me, for a manager to be able to do that and convince every single player that they needed, I feel like you've got to give him so much credit for that. So for me, Jurgen Klopp, he has a lot of respect for me. Pep Guardiola, no doubt. I feel like Pep Guardiola, the things that he's doing at Man City, the way he's changed Raheem Sterling's game. Like, Raheem Sterling used to miss goals from 2 yards, but now Raheem Sterling's scoring goals from like 25 yards. So for me, I feel like if Pep Guardiola came to Liverpool, I feel like you can be talking about winning the league. I'll say Cristiano Ronaldo at his prime, because for me, the goals that he's been scoring for years, for like a decade, he's been at the top of his game. And I feel like Cristiano Ronaldo, he can go to any environment and he can still produce his magic. And I feel like if Cristiano Ronaldo went to Liverpool, yeah, it'll be amazing times. So yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo at his prime. I'll say Luis Suarez. Reason being, I'm not a big fan of Firmino. I know Firmino works hard, which is fair enough, but for Liverpool to have an out-and-out striker who can produce goals from nothing, I feel like Luis Suarez fits that build. And I feel like if it was Suarez, Mane and Salah, I feel like it'll be glory days. Oh, God, like, my voice ain't the best, but yeah. We hate Everton, but we also hate Man United. I hate both of them. Ultimate Liverpool 11. Okay. Goalkeeper. I like Alisson now, so I feel like he's gonna produce a lot of magic for us. Right back. It's weird because for me, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's doing so much right now, so I'm a big fan of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Centre back. Jamie Carragher at his prime. I see like Jamie Carragher at his prime. I like Jamie. Virgil's got to go there. Left back. I feel like John Onorisa at his prime. Yeah, he was scoring goals from anywhere. This is a 4-4-2 formation. Right mid, I would say. Ooh, who's right mid? Sterling was doing quite well actually. Sterling was doing quite well. I'll say probably Sterling. I liked how he was direct. So Sterling, centre mid, Steven Gerrard and Xabi Alonso. Left mid. Ooh. I feel like Mane can go in there. And up top, I would say Salah and Suarez. That's for me. Something unique. Liverpool's probably one of the most successful clubs in the world. The amount of European trophies that we've won, fair enough, the past few years, it hasn't been as good as it should have been. But for that reason, Liverpool will always remain one of the greatest clubs in England. I don't like the fact that, okay, fair enough, right now, we've been spending money, but I feel like the investment that we should have spent in previous years especially, I feel like we would be on the same level as Man City, because I feel like Man City, the recruitment and the effort that they've put in to find players, and Man City have basically tried to turn their team into a Real Madrid type of team, whereas every single player, they don't just bring in players for the sake of it. Whereas Liverpool, I feel like we brought in players like Fabinho, who is not going to make much of an impact. We have players like Daniel Sturridge, who's injury prone. We have Firmino as a striker, who's not exactly a world-class striker. And I think that's our problem. I feel like we have too many players on our team who can't make a big enough impact. So for me, I feel like Liverpool's biggest problem is they need to make more impact signings. If I was the chairman for one day, again, I would probably emphasise that we need to make the right signings. First of all, there's some players that have got to go. And I feel like a world-class striker is what Liverpool is missing, because we rely too much on Salah to score goals. And Salah's a winger. And for me, I feel like when he plays on the wing, you're going to get the best out of him. As a striker, not necessarily. I feel like if Liverpool have a real goal scorer, like the way Suarez was, as chairman, that's what I'll be looking to bring, someone like that. I will say this, reason being, I got this on my 21st birthday, so for me this is kind of one of my favourite shirts. But before, my first ever Liverpool shirt was when they had the yellow kit. I don't know if you remember the yellow and red kit. And for me, that was my first ever Liverpool shirt, so for me that will probably be it. But other than that, I love this one.